Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I post new content on this channel. So I took a sabbatical in the month of December from posting videos on this channel. I just had a lot going on in December. I had a trip planned. I went to Vegas with a friend of mine. We went to see Luke Combs. And then the holidays, and I wound up getting a sinus infection, and then I got food poisoning right after that. So I had a very quiet last 2 weeks of the year, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things. So I just have a couple of quick announcements. My Etsy shop is now open. I reopened it earlier this week, the beginning of January, and I have new offerings. I have a charm reading, which is a channeled letter from your spirit guides. It's a picture reading, so you'll get a typed up letter along with a picture of the cards, crystals, and charms that I intuitively choose for you. I am now Reiki certified, so I offer Reiki sessions. They're live one-on-one sessions through Zoom. There's a 30-minute and a 1-hour session. And all of my services are listed in the description box below. You can go to my Etsy shop. That is the only place you can book a reading, a session, or a Reiki session with me. Beware of scammers on Instagram. They are running rampant, impersonating people in the spiritual community. My only Instagram is at Butterfly Intuition. This is my Instagram handle. So this is the legit account for me. Any other account that has an extra letter, a symbol, anything that looks not like this is not me. Do not engage with them in a DM. Do not send them money. Just report and block. I did start a Facebook group that anyone can join. So if you're interested in joining my Divine Butterfly Facebook group, it's just a sacred space where people can come together to encourage, empower, and support one another. The link to that Facebook group is listed below. So this reading is going to be the Vision Intuition monthly forecast. It's going to be for January 2022 or whenever you're watching this, because my readings are intended to be timeless. Please take only the message or messages that speak directly to your soul. And what doesn't speak directly to your soul, release it and let it fly. So I created a new outline, and I will go through that each section. And this is the outline I'm going to just go forward with for this year. So we're going to start with opening messages from Spirit. So what are the opening messages for the collective for January 2022 or whenever they're watching this? On just overall, just what Spirit wants to say, what messages want to come through, just what are the opening messages. And I'm going to be using a deck that I created called Butterfly Messages from Spirit. All right, so your opening message is unconditional love. Archangel Chamuel is the angel that works with you when it comes to love, with heart chakra, with self-love, finding love with another person. So unconditional love is the opening message. It's the opening theme, and it's really how this year is going to be about. This is the year of love is what I'm getting. I really feel that when you have unconditional love for yourself, when you trust that there is someone out there and you and this person will find each other when the time is right, if you're open to how and when the meeting is going to happen, whether it's someone that you have your eye on or you're just looking for a brand new person, regardless of your situation, unconditional love, love of self, having the heart chakra completely open and balanced and having that even flow of unconditional love going out and coming in will really help bring in this love partner. You're being guided for this month to stay grounded. So if your root chakra, which is located at the base of the spine, is a little off, if you find that you have a problem grounding your energy or just trusting the process, or you're a little blocked in moving forward, you may want to get root chakra open and balanced, or you may want to get the heart chakra open and balanced, or both chakras, just whatever you feel guided to do. I just feel when you stay grounded, you allow this unconditional love to come in, and you will free yourself. You will free yourself from what is holding you back, from what no longer serves you, and really just what is keeping you from living your most authentic life. So it's just time to live life to the fullest. I'm hearing the song Live Life Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. So that song could have a special message for somebody watching this video. You want to give that song a listen to. And just free yourself and just know that the sunflower symbolizes brighter days are ahead. So there is some sense of new beginning happening. It's a new year, a new month. January is the first month of the year. And I really just feel 2022 is really just going to be a very powerful year, but it's all in how you use the energy, the action steps you take, and what decisions you make going forward. So next we're going to get into the overall energy of the collective, you the viewer, just what your overall energy is now that we are in a new month, a new year, and this energy of unconditional love is at the forefront of everyone's mind, because the new year sparks new me, new year. You don't have to do it in January. A lot of people do it. And sometimes it fizzles out, and by February, people get back into old habits. But what I'm really feeling is that when you commit to just making this year the year where you find your true purpose, you make the changes that you've always wanted to make, you'll see a difference. So let's just see with the Angel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine just what the overall energy is. So the overall energy is the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups. So this could be a special message if you're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this could just symbolize maybe you need to be more in your feelings. Because the Three of Water, the Three of Cups is a coming together, it's a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement, the need to have more fun. But it's time to get on the road to have more fun. So I really just feel if you start putting yourself out there, you start going out, spending time with your friends, just doing what calls to you, you're going to call in a love partner, or you're just going to call in a new group of people. Because with the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups, you really just got to get into your feelings. You really just got to get into that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water energy. Just be intuitive, be sensitive, be artistic and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So here's the confirmation that a new person or a person is going to come into your life. Now, this could be a person from the past where they appear to be a new person because they're just not the person you remember. There is a relationship. There is a sense of a new relationship coming. And if you do have psychic abilities, they are going to be heightened. They are going to grow. So you just really have to tap into your feelings. That's why the heart chakra, the unconditional love, is pretty much the opening message and most likely the theme title for this video, because you really just have to get into that energy. And when you get into that energy, you will just stay in the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords. Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So in the past, things didn't work out the way you wanted them to or the way you had hoped because it just wasn't the right time, but I feel now is the right time. And more going on than meets the eye, meaning everything is not as it appears. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of healing happening, especially if this is a love connection with someone that you already know. So plans that need revision, I just feel you just need to just really sit down with your goals, where you see yourself, where you want to go, and you'll see that things didn't happen because it wasn't the right time. So overall, the energy of the collective is the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. And I always see the Three of Pentacles as a collaboration card. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So what I'm getting is that you need to collaborate with someone, especially if you have something with work. Being more of a team player, or maybe you work in an environment where it's really not a team player atmosphere and you're looking to change that. So you can really just go into a different direction. That's where the card of plans need revisiting, or you need to really just revisit everything and just envision a different way. And maybe you need to collaborate with another person. You need to work with a person like a life coach, a tarot reader, just someone who you've always been feeling you need to work with. You will get a sign if you're meant to work with this person. I had that happen. I recently booked a tarot reading with Brittany Carmichael. I have been following her for a long time. And I kept asking myself, I'm like, do I want to work with her? I really feel like I need to work with her, but I wasn't sure. And I started seeing pink cars because that's her symbol. And then as soon as I started seeing this pink Volkswagen Beetle, I booked a session with her, and I just had it with her right before the new year. And it was the most amazing session ever. So I collaborated with her, and she definitely gave me the clarity and guidance that I needed. So by me sharing this story, this hopefully will empower you, encourage you to just collaborate with that person you've been thinking about working with. All right, so now we're going to get into the head and heart space of the collective. So just what your head and heart space is going into January, coming out of 2021, going into a new year in 2022. The deck I'm going to be using for the head and heart space is the Honest Truth Tarot by Cherub's Thunder. And Cherub's Thunder, you can find her on Etsy. Okay, so the headspace is the Queen of Wands. Now this could be specific if you're a fire sign. Excuse me. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, exuberance, self-assured, vibrant. So when you get into the fire sign energy, you're confident, you're passionate, and you take leadership of your life, and you're not afraid to rock the boat. You're not afraid to speak your truth. So your headspace should be the Queen of Wands. If it's not, you're being guided to get into a more positive thinking, a more confident way of thinking, because I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe that we are think, thought beings, and thought creates. And when you focus on a negative thought, or you focus on something where you're telling yourself you can't do it, and it's doom and gloom, you do bring that energy into your existence, because the universe doesn't hear, I don't want that. The universe hears you want it because it's your vibration. It's what you're focused and attention on. So by being in the Queen of Wands headspace, you then bring in this Page of Pentacles. You bring in a message, and you get the messages. Now this could be messages from your spirit team, from your angels, your spirit guides. This could be a message from someone who wants to collaborate with you, or maybe this could be someone who wants to help you. And what I'm getting with collaborate, I really just feel it's more of someone in the physical 3D world who you may have a relationship with. It could be a love relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a work relationship, but it's very practical and trustworthy message. A page is very small, so this could be just like a hey on social media. Someone just kind of opens the door to sending you a message just to see where you're at. And Twin Flame is the card that's coming through. So this could be a twin flame connection. If you resonate with a twin flame connection, where your twin flame may reach out to you, or you may feel guided to reach out to them. But with ascension, divinity, and the soul, regardless of the label or the type of connection you resonate with. This is a soul connection. This is someone that you have a deep past life rooted bond with. And the Knight of Pentacles shows me, by staying in the Queen of Wands positive thinking, things are going to start moving forward. Now, they're going to move forward very slowly because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. But you will be able to have unwavering faith. Everything will be done thorough. And with realistic, I just feel you will be more 3D based instead of being stuck in the 5D. Now, the heart space is the Ten of Swords. So with insight, end of a difficult situation, I really just feel a heavy burden has been lifted or will be lifted in January or whenever you're watching this. The swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I really just feel balance is going to be restored. You're going to have some faith come back when it comes to love, and that's going to be the Ten of Cups. So Cups energy, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, really just allowing the heart chakra to open, being in the Ten of Cups energy where you just call in this love partnership or just this love of life, love of career, joy, peace, family, contentment. You just want to have that peace of mind and you just want to have that love of life. Maybe that's been missing for some time. So I really just feel when you have a positive mindset, that trickles down into the heart space and it helps you open the heart chakra to be more open and receiving to love. So next we're going to get into what Spirit wants you to know for the month of January. So we're going to do 3 decks. I'm going to do the Angel Answers deck for the beginning of January. And we'll do the Moonology deck for the middle of January. And the L Key Oracle for the end of January. So what does Spirit want you to know for the beginning of the month of January? I'm hearing it's going to be okay. So if you're worried about something, you don't need to be. All will work out. Within the next few weeks, so what I feel, but by the middle of January, you're going to get your groove back. It's like the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back. If you've kind of been in a slump or you've kind of been unmotivated, you're going to really be in the energy to just do whatever you like to do. Whether you like to create, like if you like to create something like make music, draw, paint, make videos, or you might be guided to start a YouTube channel or some type of influencer in some way. But within the next few weeks, the beginning of January is going to bring in an apology. So I feel someone is going to apologize to you, and it could be by the middle of January, but of course don't get attached to timelines. But this person needs your forgiveness. You have already forgiven this person, but they don't know that because the two of you have not spoken. But what I'm really getting is that an apology is coming and you don't need to worry. That's why I heard everything is going to be okay, because things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. And no, it is not going to happen how you envision it. So Spirit is just telling you to release any attachment or expectations you have to outcomes. And just know that if you believe it's possible, if you believe that you and this person can sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation, you will. You just need to wait and to allow things to align as they're supposed to, because there is a free will decision that this person has to make in order to bring in this apology. So what I feel is by the middle of January, there is going to be some type of apology coming in, or there is some type of clarity. Now, this apology could come in the 3D physical world, but remember, sometimes you'll get the apology in a dream in the more 5D state, or you could get it through a song. So now let's see what the middle of January is going to bring to the collective for the month of January. So we have your commitment is being tested. So by the middle of this month, whatever you're working on or whatever you're wanting, your commitment's going to be tested, because especially if you're in that wishy-washy, flip-flop energy of one day I want it, the next day I don't, Spirit is going to test you and say, do you want this or not? And with this commitment being tested, you're going to be tested to have faith in your dreams. So we had a new moon in Capricorn happen on the 2nd, and we have another new moon that's going to happen on the 31st of this month. So as we get closer to the new moon is the perfect time to set intentions. It's a great time to reset, because the new moon is the moon cycle resetting itself. The moon resets itself every month. So if the moon can reset itself every month, so can you. And you have to have faith in your dreams, because a win-win outcome is forecast. So this situation will have balance restored, and there is a win-win situation. So it is going to work out in the best favor for both of you if this is with another person, especially if this person is a Libra, sun, moon, rising. So just know by the middle of January, conclusions are within reach. Now this could happen when we get to the full moon, or the full moon cycle is going to help just bring this balance in. So now let's just see what the end of January has in store for the collective. So what does Spirit want you to know about the end of January as we get ready to go into a new month, which would be February? Of course, February is the month of love, Valentine's Day. So what does Spirit want you to know about the end of January? So we have Renee, she who hopes. Love, hope, relationship. So when it comes to love, you have to have hope, and you have to believe that a relationship is possible. And with Valaris, she who flies, dare, do, reach, meaning you have to take a chance. You have to take a risk. You have to open your heart. You have to allow that person in. Or you just have to be open to who Spirit has for you. Because there's never a guarantee that the person on your mind or the person you wish to reconnect with, the two of you coming together, because you both have to make that free will decision. And with Desiree, she who yearns, yearn, longing, pine for. So if you find yourself in this energy, longing and pining for someone from the past, don't allow that energy to consume you and to take over. Instead, you want to resist that energy with audace. You want to be fearless, you want to be justified, and you want to be resistant, because you want to stay in that Queen of Wands energy, to stay in confidence and be passionate and take leadership of your life, leadership of your thoughts, and really just allow what's meant to be with this love connection with this person who's meant to come in. Just allow it to come in. So January is really going to test you when it comes to love, but it's going to test you in a good way to bring you what you need. So next I'm going to get you some guidance and advice on goals, how to set them, etc. Just anything Spirit wants you to know for the month of January, what guidance, advice, what messages they have for you, and of course if there's any action steps that you may be guided to take. And I'm going to be using the Sacred Geometry Activation deck for this. So you have transition, 43, which equals a 7. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So there's a transition that is going to happen, and that transition is going to help you set some powerful intentions, to set some goals. So if you're looking to just start fresh, you really just have to sit down and get open and honest with yourself about what works in your life and what doesn't work in your life, and what you can do to change that. And when you do that, you bring about change. Number 12, which equals a 3. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing number of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. So you'll bring about change when you do this transition, when you really get open and honest with yourself. And you'll really just see that change is not a bad thing, because change is inevitable. Change is part of life. That nothing ever stays the same. We are constantly changing. We are constantly evolving. And sometimes change can be difficult, especially if you're a creature of habit and you just like things a certain way. Sometimes that's just letting go of control. And that's when you let the miracle in. 33, which equals a 6. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So you'll see that miracles are possible, that anything is possible when you believe. And you'll also see that by believing, it's the law of attraction. You ask, you believe, you receive. But the key to believing is believing you already have it, believing that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, believing that if this is a vibrational match, it will come into your life. And overall, with synergy, 41, which equals a 5, and 5s are about change, the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So with synergy, I'm really just hearing getting in sync. You then get in sync with what is meant for you. Your vibration matches your thoughts. That's why the Queen of Wands is the headspace, the confident, the passionate, the creativity, really just being optimistic, trusting, and just knowing that anything is possible. So next we're going to look into how the month may end. So this is going to be similar to possible future energy. So if you're familiar with my readings, whether you've seen a lot of my public readings for the collective, or you've booked a reading or session with me, possible future energy is just that. It is not set in stone. It's what can happen, what may happen, because it depends on free will decisions, and it also will depend on the energy, because energy changes daily. And I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot. So the month may end with the 8 of Swords. So I really just feel, especially because we're going into Mercury in retrograde on the 14th. So the end of January ends with us being in Mercury in retrograde, and a lot of things from the past come back. So something might trigger of fear. And that's what the 8 of Swords is, when you're bound in fear. But the key to this card is that you can unbound yourself anytime that you choose. So if you find yourself getting into this 8 of Swords energy, just know that you can bring in the balance, this 2 of Pentacles energy, with love. So you may have someone from the past or a love partner just enter your life, and it might get you in that bound in fear energy, because you're afraid, like, oh, what if the past repeats itself? What if the same thing happens? What if they're in the same energy? What if they do the same things that hurt me in the past? That's why the 2 of Pentacles is telling you to get into that earth energy of grounding, to balance that, because this love person is the real deal, and they're bringing you the 10 of Pentacles. Now the 10s are about new cycle starting, and they're also about bringing in a new beginning. So you want to be able to have your happily ever after. That's what I'm seeing with the castle behind her. But you also need to get into your divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And if you are the Queen of Swords, or you find yourself getting into the Queen of Swords energy, getting guarded, you want to put your sword down, and you want to transform out of it, because this person is bringing you the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a love offer, and this is a solid offer. This is an offer that they wanted to give you in the past, but they were too afraid, and they were just not ready, but now they are. So see how a lot of cups are coming throughout this reading. Again, it could be a special message if you're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it's just reminding you to open your heart, to be in that unconditional love, to allow what's meant for you to come in. So next, we're going to get some angel numbers, some affirmation messages. I'm going to be using Angel Number Messages by Scorpio Mystic Angel. You can find her on Etsy. This deck is one of my absolute favorite decks. I found her on a whim just doing a search on Etsy, and this deck is just amazing. And I also have her other affirmation deck, so give her shop a visit if you like decks like this. So we have 88. I am wealthy. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. So, if you're looking to change careers, to enhance your business, maybe make a side hustle a full-time gig, say, I am wealthy, because you are on the cusp of making that prosperous and abundant spiritual life, making your dreams a reality. The number 8 I always see is the infinity symbol. Make that your forever income. And with number 15, I am wise. So when you're wealthy, you are wise because you trust. You're in that Queen of Wands energy headspace. Your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift to support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. So you have a gift, so share it and be expressive. I am expressive. 27, which equals a 9. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. So don't be afraid to express your truths, your beliefs, and your opinion. Don't allow other people to silence you, is what I'm getting. And maybe you want to help your community, your country, the world, especially with all the problems and things that we have currently going on, especially the last couple of years. Maybe you have an idea on how you can bring healing to the world. Whatever it is, express it. Even if it's words of comfort through a post on social media, in a video, through a song, through a poem, do it. Express yourself. So I'm going to get closing messages from the Awakening Messages deck that I created to close out this reading, just to see any closing messages, any further guidance, advice, just anything Spirit wants you to know for the month of January, and of course any action steps that you may be guided to take on your personal journey of self-love and healing. So they're telling me to pull one card. So your closing message is divine timing. So everything is aligning for you. Everything is coming together. If things have fallen apart, they are falling apart so everything can come together. Because sometimes before the new can come in, the old has to go away. And if you cling to the old and you don't let go of the old, Spirit brings in a tower moment or some type of shakeup to help that release and leave your life. So just trust in divine timing. I know I say it a lot, and a lot of other people do too. And it's hard to trust in divine timing, especially when you're looking for something or you have control issues. I know from personal experience, I struggled with divine timing, but I've learned when you just let go and you just let things happen naturally, you have a more peaceful mindset. So just trust in divine timing. Just know that there's no such thing as a clock in the spiritual realm. It's when everything aligns. It's when everything is just ready for you. So I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance on what January is bringing to the collective, or whenever you're watching this. If this resonated and you like this video, smash that like button and drop a comment below. You can also email me at butterflyintuition1111@gmail.com if you don't want to post a public comment. If this reading didn't resonate with you, no worries. Hopefully I will tap into your energy on my next collective reading. Or if you feel guided to, you can book a guidance reading, a guidance session, or a Reiki session with me. I would be happy to look into your connection, your situation, to work with you if you feel called to book with me. If you want to, the link and all my information is listed below. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I post new content on this channel. I'm feeling better, so I'm going to be posting more often. So I hope you have a magical January. Thank you for being a subscriber, for watching my video. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.